Hey guys, welcome to episode number 5 of our Acquire.Fi video series. Today I'm here with Bouslama, who is the Chief Technology Officer for Acquire.Fi. Naz has been in the crypto space for well over 10 years and a solid developer for 7 of those, and well known as a developer. He's got a passion and a track record for tokenized ecosystems and marketplaces. He created an open source NFT marketplace and a successful DeFi protocol for yield farming. Let's dive in and meet Naz. Hey Naz, thanks for joining me, man.
Thank you. Thanks, JC. Thanks for the intro. It was really flattering. And honestly, I don't know what to say after that. But
To build people up here. You know, it's important to
awesome.
build people up, make them feel comfortable before I ask them a lot of really tough questions. It's important.
Sounds good. Thank you. Awesome.
Guys, before we dive in and talk with Naz a little bit and ask him some really tough questions, learn about some tokenomics and things like that, go ahead and hit the like button on the video, hit the subscribe button, share this video out wherever you are on social media. Share it in your Telegram groups, put it out on your Twitter. We really want to spread the word with Acquire.Fi through these easy to digest, quick videos. So, Naz, to kick it off, you've got a huge background in the crypto space. You've brought that here to Acquire.Fi. Tell us a little bit about what your role is with Acquire.Fi and your vision for the Acquire.Fi mission.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, first of all, I come from a gaming background. So I've been in gaming pretty much before I jumped into the crypto space. And that's how I came into the crypto space. And my role in Acquire.Fi is to expand on the ecosystem, as what we're building right now is just not an M&A platform and an investment platform on its own, but a diversity of different DeFi products. We looking to actually push for a fully decentralized escrow system, an LB protocol, a lending and borrowing protocol, basically. We think that our platform will have that FOMO factor. Some people will definitely look into rush into investing and they don't want to miss an opportunity. So we think lending and borrowing will work perfect with what we have at the moment. We have, I would say, plenty of other solutions incentivizing our token. We're looking for growing our token pretty much. So mainly we'll have a huge amount of DeFi solution that will come as part of our ecosystem and not just what we're building currently as an MVP.
And that's super exciting for the future coming for regular run-of-the-mill DeFi investors, along with the fact that there'll be the fractionalized, tokenized investment pools that we've talked about in so many of our other videos here. There will be some true tokenomics within Acquire.Fi and essentially a DeFi platform within the M&A platform as well. So let's go right there. Let's talk about the ACQ token and the tokenomics with that. The number one question everybody always asks, what's the total number of tokens that are going to be released and how is that token release going to happen?
Yeah, sure. I mean, when we started, we had an idea of pushing for 300 or 400 million tokens, and then we reduced the total supply to 300 million tokens. We have, I'd say, pretty standard token distribution all around the allocations that we have. We have a sale of around 40% of the total supply as part of our rounds. But since we are a marketplace, we have plenty of services utilizing our tokens. So gradually we'll be reducing supply as part of, I would say, the token mechanics that we implemented in our platform.
Okay, awesome. And a lot of this stuff's also going to be available in the white paper, and we're going to link that down below. Slide deck, white paper, something.
Yeah,
But it's
I
going to be
mean,
linked
we
down
have
below.
absolutely. We will have a Getbook that will come with our platform, and we'll expand on that gradually. As long as we're thinking to have an ACQ white paper, just a basic model showcasing the full ecosystem of the platform and the economics or the economy of the ACQ token within our platform and how we envisage in the growth in terms of the additional use cases that we'll have added to the ecosystem. All that will be on our Getbook, as well as a light white paper that will come along with every added utility for use case for the ACQ token.
Yeah, which will be great. And for now, we do have the pitch deck linked down below, and it goes through a lot of how the tokens are going to be released and distributed, some of the lockups for the teams and things like that as well, which is extremely important, right? And for the pre-sale guys, right? The guys that were involved in the private raise, those are not going to be tokens released immediately that can just be dumped. Everything has an incredible vesting schedule on there. And so extremely important to keep things float with that. So talk a little bit more about the Acquire.Fi platform and how the ACQ token is going to be involved in that platform.
Sure. I mean, first of all, what we did, we gamified the utility of the ACQ token around the platform. We added something that we call unlocks. Those unlocks are basically granting users allocations of investments around the platform. And our holding model is based on tiers. So the more that you hold, we have 5 tiers currently around the platform, and each tier grants you an amount of rewards, or you have the information on our deck, for example. So we have basically time locks. The idea comes from a previous platform that I've built where we introduce a compound reward mechanics based on injecting rewards. So there is a variable APY based on each injections. The way that we push in our rewards are based on profit share. The idea is the profit could change and it varies based on a monthly basis. So injections might be higher in certain months than others, or depending on the timeline of the injections. We're looking to do them either on bi-weekly or monthly basis. At the moment, it's all under questions. I mean, we have a few models that we still are working on, but the base is all there. So we have locks from 1 to 5 years, and all those lock grants an APY and is higher.
And so when you've got your tokens locked in there and they're in essentially a custodial wallet when they're locked, there'll be some bonuses if you're KYC'd, right?
So if you're KYC, then you'll have the whole list of rewards that comes with a tier. And on the top of that, we have the locked rewards. And if you're not KYC, then you'll get like flat rewards just for lock-in, for example. You get tier rewards, but you won't be able to withdraw from our platform unless you KYC. And we think it's essential that to ensure everyone that interacts and transacts with our platform is KYC'd. We have a few other things, like I mentioned earlier. We have liquidity pool staking rewards, and those rewards are higher when users are KYC'd. The whole protocol works in a fully decentralized manner, but we look into actually KYC wallets. Each accounts have or gets created with this unique wallet, and literally those ERC20 wallets would be KYC'd or part of the whole KYC system. But that's just part of it. We also have a cool gamified holding and minting. So the way that our fractionalized investment mechanics work is through minting NFTs for each allocation. So an investor comes in and his investment will be represented in NFT that also could be sold in a decentralized way. So our minters are going to be creators in secondary marketplaces, meaning that we'll be basically verified in all these secondary marketplaces. Our NFTs will be recognized or recognizable right away. And what we have on our platform is users can hold different NFTs and to have certain rewards based on the amount of the NFTs they're holding. Let's say if users wants to buy 10% of the whole proposed investment, or they want to buy more than 10%, what they can do is collect different NFTs that have been minted or that are sold in secondary marketplaces and get more reward based on that, whether it's dividends or based on loans, however is the investment model or the investment options offered prior to minting those NFTs. But overall, we have a few other rewards that we're looking to actually work on, which are broker rewards. So we're looking to mint new NFTs later on down the line, specifically made for brokers to collect them and to get rewards based on the collections of those NFTs. And we have, we had a few different ideas that we were looking to implement from start. And then we want to actually implement the legal infrastructure that is needed. And the only way that we can do it using Web3 solutions is through NFTs.
The NFTs are one of the more exciting things about this fractionalized, tokenized ownership of assets. Recorded a video with Ken Mack talking about this a little bit. And so, guys, if you haven't seen that video, jump over and go watch that video with Ken.
Absolutely,
and we talked about some of the importance of this and being able to trade your holdings anytime you want to without having to deal with the legal fees and everything else, like if you were doing this in a real world business. Really a great video with Ken to check out some of that. So let's talk a little bit more about the tiers, and then we're going to wrap up pretty quick here. And so what are the tiers available when you are staking your ACQ tokens?
Yeah, so we have 5 tiers at the moment. If you bear with me a second. So the first tier starts with 100 tokens. So holding 100 tokens for a certain time or certain period of time will grant you, I would say, 2 unlocks each month. Your allowance is 2 investments monthly. What you can get linear holding rewards for the token. So we have rewards on either monthly or bi-weekly, like discussed, and we have governance voting rights.
So the tier
Yes,
one is going to be at 100, and the tiers are going to have certain amounts of unlocks available to them. So what are the next tier levels
so
in there?
so the first tier is at 100, and then we jump straight 10x. So the second tier is 1,000 tokens, and that will grant you more allocations so you can invest more. You have a referral eligibility, meaning that you can get extra rewards if you bring people on board. You get the standard holding rewards, obviously higher because you're holding more than 100 tokens, which is the first
Right.
tier, and also you get tiered community sale rewards. So we're giving out extra rewards based on the profit margins and how much profit we make on monthly basis. I mean, we have growth projection. So I would say those rewards are given from tier 2 and onwards. We have
So,
tier 3. It goes 50x from tier 1, which is 5,000 tokens. And that will grant you even higher rewards. That will grant you broker rewards as well, and that will grant you more investments allocations. And it grows to 10,000 tokens at tier 4, and then it goes to 420x, which is 42,000 tokens at tier 5. And then we don't have escrow fees at tier 5 at part of the governance council, and no listing fees if they have, I would say, any companies or businesses for sales. They have also exclusive access to our deal flow, so they get to see or get our deal flow or our listings before they go live. And most of all, what we do with tier 5 users, mainly I would say they are our investors, people that work with us and share our deal flow, or we share our deal flow with, and they share their deal flow with us. We also give them a large chunk of the success fees of anything that we sell or that sells on our platform, pretty
so
much.
really that tier 5 level is going to be mostly for people that are looking to buy and sell on the platform and make M&A deals for the most
Or
part,
exactly, or get as
or
men
just get huge rewards otherwise.
exactly. So get
Yeah.
huge rewards. Plus, I would say they will be part of the council or the governing council, meaning they will be the ones pushing proposals on our DAO. For example, if we have like a simple snapshot DAO, they'll have the needed or the necessary weight for the votes to go through and to push for proposals on our DAOs. And we want to share that. We want to give them pretty much, I would say, the same sort of level of power that we have within the platform. Later on down the line, what we're looking to do, we're looking to push for an investment DAO as part of our governance model as well, on top of the due diligence DAO. And the idea, really, what we want to do is we want those holders of deal flow to be able to push deal flow themselves and get reward based on that. So that's something that we want to implement later in the future. So this is why I would say, given huge amount of rewards on the last tier.
Yeah, and that's awesome. And guys, if you want to see more about these tiers, again, the pitch deck is linked down below in the description of this video. Every bit of this is spelled out down there. Maybe not some of the future stuff coming for sure, but there's a lot to learn from this pitch deck. And this has just been a real brief overview of the ACQ token and what's coming. I know that we're going to do some more videos with Nas in the future and look more at the platform and kind of get
Absolutely.
an idea of what it's going to look like and feel like. So, guys, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, like the video, share it on your social media, all these things to get this information out there. And we've got more great videos coming up too. We're putting out a couple of videos a week right now, going through the whole team, letting everybody kind of get their name out there and let you guys understand who these guys are on this team, because this team is put together and formed so well from thought leaders at every level in different areas. I'm more and more impressed every time I get on with these guys. So make sure that you're ready to watch our next videos as they come out. If you've missed any of the previous ones, like I just mentioned, the one with Ken a minute ago, go back and watch those. We keep them all fairly short, so they're easy to follow and digest as well. Also, go ahead and join the Telegram group and then the Deal Flow group. Those are both linked down in the description as well. Lots of ways to keep in contact with the AcquireFi team. Most of the team I see hanging out in the Telegram group all hours of the day. They're very accessible for any questions you've got at all. So Naz, man, I appreciate you taking the time to join us today. I know it's pretty late over where you are, and really look forward to doing more videos with you in the future.
Absolutely. I'll be super happy to do so. Thank you
Awesome.
for having me.
Absolutely. Have a great night.
You too.